Welcome to the Brandon and Ryan Hour, the show for movies, television, entertainment reviews, and commentary. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Ryan. And today we're going to be talking about a few of our favorite movies. And if you guys want to join the conversation, make sure to leave comments down below with what some of your favorites are.
So, favorite movies.
Yep. So I've got a list of some of my top 5 favorite films. And you were supposed to do the same.
I have a list of 5 movies that are amongst my favorites. Hard to say top 5, just because, I don't know, depends on your mood, which movie might be your favorite at the time, and sometimes I forget how many movies I've seen. What was that movie again? I don't know.
All right. So why don't you kick us off with the number 5 spot that you have?
Oh, well, I didn't go in order. I just made a list. I don't know what order these movies are the top 5 for today.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Princess Bride. The 1987 adventure comedy love story featuring Carrie Elwes and mainly just him and
Okay.
Andre the Giant. Can't
Andre
forget
the
him.
Giant. Yeah, he was in there as well.
Mandy Patinkin.
Yep.
Good actor.
So, why is this one of your favorites?
Hard to say. I've been watching it since I was a little kid. It's just a good story. It's kind of funny how it's told as the grandpa reading the story to his grandson, and like they interject ever so often.
Yeah.
It's like when I was a kid, you're like, I just want to stay home from school and play Nintendo and watch TV. I don't need a babysitter.
All right.
And then, Grandpa reads him a whole book in a day.
Yeah.
Which seems unrealistic, but okay.
I mean, it depends on how long the book is.
I guess. A lot of stuff going on in the book, though, or in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a movie that I can put in at any time and be like, all right, let's watch Princess Bride, because I'm tired of watching all this other dumb stuff. I like this movie.
All right.
And
well, that's a solid choice to kick it off.
The comedy's good. It's got a lot of actors in it, like Billy Crystal, Fred Savage, just a ton of people in it that made it a good movie.
Okay, that's fair.
Classic movie. And you get all of the, there's tons of quotes from the movie that people still use today.
Yeah.
You keep using that word, but I don't think.
Do not think you know what.
I do not think it means what you think it means.
Yeah.
And then inconceivable and my name is Nico Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Yep.
Good
it is
stuff.
Very quotable. Yep.
Yeah. What about you?
So to kick it off, my number 5 spot, which is actually the newest movie on the list, which kind of surprised me, was from 2008, The Dark Knight.
Okay.
So the follow-up, the sequel to Batman Begins, with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale and other people.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
second
I
one
mean,
from the Christopher Nolan series.
yep, second one from the Christopher Nolan movies. Um, yeah, just I thought it was incredibly well done. Heath Ledger just knocked it out of the park with the Joker.
Yeah,
Um,
very good Joker.
yeah, you also had Harvey Dent, who ended up becoming Two-Face, and yeah, he was solid throughout the entire movie.
Hmm.
Great action, great suspense the entire movie. So yeah, and it's Batman. Who doesn't love Batman?
Apparently, 97% of adult males think that they are Batman. I saw that statistic recently. I was like, that's
Interesting.
pretty funny. I am one of the 3%.
Okay.
Okay, good choice. That was on my short list, my long short list. I don't
Okay.
know.
So it would have
For
gotten an honorable mention.
yeah, it's somewhere in my top 100 list. Let's say that, but not my
Okay.
top five. Um, anything else to add?
No, not really. Nope. That about covers it. Good action, good story, good acting.
And I guess one thing to add with that movie is it stands alone. You don't really need the first movie,
Yeah, that's fair.
and it doesn't like lead into the third movie.
Yeah.
So you can just
You can just watch
watch
it by
that one.
itself and
Yeah.
understand everything that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good in that aspect. I guess next on my list, um, hmm. Oh man, I don't know. It's a movie I haven't seen in a long time, and it is The Fox and the Hound.
The cartoon? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
The Disney cartoon from 1981, The Fox and the Hound.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I saw that, or I saw like the last half of it. I don't know, 2, 3 weeks ago. I went over
okay.
to my mom and her husband's house,
Hmm.
and my nephew was watching it, and it's like, huh, I remember this movie.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I always liked the story, and even like as a kid, it's kind of a crazy story to watch. Like I don't know, because there's like you know death involved and all that kind of stuff, and
Hmm.
animals. So I don't know. I just really like that one. Even though I haven't seen it in a long time, um, still a great movie.
Yeah, it's a
And
good movie.
yeah, and it's got Mickey Rooney is Todd, Kurt Russell is Copper,
Who was
uh,
the old dog?
the old dog Chief,
Yeah.
um, Pat Buttram.
Okay. I have no idea who that is, but that was my favorite character from the entire movie.
Yeah, I think. Oh, he used he's got that iconic voice. I can't remember what he was in. He was probably in a whole bunch of yeah, he's in a whole bunch of westerns. What is something? Okay, he did a bunch of voice work. He was in the Aristocats. He was in Robin Hood,
Okay.
um, The Rescuers, bunch of animated movies where he did voice work.
All right.
Mm. So yeah, that I think I'm gonna put The Fox and the Hound at number 4.
Nice. I like it.
What do you
Yeah.
got?
So for me, number 4 is the 1994 classic, The Shawshank Redemption.
Let me just come over here.
But yeah, I mean, it is a very good movie. I remember watching it when I was, must have been in my teens. I don't think I was younger than 13, 14. But yeah,
Came
just
out in 94.
94, right. But I
Yeah,
didn't watch it in theater, so I would have watched it a couple years afterwards.
right. Because it was always on TBS.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I really enjoyed that movie. It's a fantastic story about somebody falsely accused of a murder.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the way he navigates prison was interesting, maintaining his innocence. And yeah, so Tim Robbins, the main character, did a great job. Morgan Freeman was a standout in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not just maintaining his innocence, but maintaining his integrity
yeah,
and
that too.
like his character. Like he
Yeah,
didn't turn into a criminal by going to prison.
right.
Sort of. He's
Sort of. I mean, he helped the warden become a criminal, but warden was already
the warden. Yeah,
shady.
yeah. He was basically being blackmailed into doing that.
Right.
So, but anyway, yeah, this is a really good movie. Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman, Bob Gunton, Clancy Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he was the captain.
Yep.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Who almost threw him off the roof one time.
Yeah, look out, boys! This guy's about to have himself an accident.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
yeah,
mean, it had great scenes between the characters, made you care about all these people in prison, and
yeah.
also kind
Red.
of a sad commentary on what happens when you get out after you've been institutionalized your entire life. With what Brooks,
Uh,
the old guy who had the crow.
yeah, Brooks. Yeah, he was the old man that
Couldn't deal with life
deleted
on the
himself.
outside. Yep.
Yeah,
So just all altogether a great movie.
yeah. But like it always, I don't know. Yeah, it's a good movie, but um, like, so the premise, like he comes at the beginning of the movie, comes home and finds his wife and her lover dead. Right?
No.
Is that what happened? I'm trying to
No.
remember.
So he was in his car.
He
I think he
finds
may
out
have.
he leaves.
Yeah. So he's
Then they get
drinking.
killed.
He leaves, throws his gun that he was going to use into
Yeah,
the river, and
yeah.
then his wife and her lover end up dead.
They get murdered by the guy who turns up later in the movie.
Yep.
Like
I mean,
I
it's
was
very
I was
coincidental.
on Andy's side from the beginning. Anyway, like
Yeah.
bro, come on. Don't throw the gun away. Don't throw it away.
Yeah. Well, he didn't want to actually kill them, so he was like, "I should get rid of this, so I'm not tempted again."
Nah, he wanted to. That's why he threw it away.
Yeah. So he wouldn't do it.
Right.
Okay. That's exactly what I just said.
No, I thought he said he didn't want to.
No. So he didn't get tempted again.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. My number 3, I'm gonna have to go with oh, dang it. You took I think it was on my list.
Okay.
Jurassic Park.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah. The very first Jurassic Park, not none of this new stuff where it's all CGI. 1993 is when. Wow. Okay. 30 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been a while. Um, did I watch that in theaters? I don't remember now.
I didn't. I watched it after it came out on VHS.
Woohoo! VHS. Um, I think I did watch it in theaters. Yeah, I think I did. And that iconic scene where they, the gates open up and they go into Jurassic Park. They tried to recreate that, but they failed.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, what is cooler than going to, look at giant animals, dinosaurs
Mm-hmm. That have
on
been
a
extinct for forever. Yeah.
yeah, on an island, in like a theme park setting, right?
Yep.
It, great movie. Um, like Sam Neill, he's a good actor. Jeff Goldblum, um, Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's that guy's name? Oh, Richard Attenborough. Like, people with gravitas on screen is always nice.
Yeah, that's fair. And I mean the dinosaurs were great as well,
Right?
especially for 30 years ago.
For 30 years ago, like they use animatronics.
Mm-hmm.
The CGI was wasn't really a thing in the
Yeah,
mid 90s. They had to use a lot of um,
practical effects. Yeah.
practical effects, and the dinosaurs looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, like you're watching it, you're like, especially when you can actually see the characters interact with something.
Oh yeah.
Now, like you see characters interact with CGI, but it still doesn't.
It's not the same.
It's not the
Yeah.
same. There's just something's a little different about it. So it was always good stuff. Good adventure movie. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't remember.
I don't know what you were gonna say.
Mm-mm-mm. Just enough violence and gore to keep you entertained as a young boy,
Mm-hmm.
um, but also not enough where they got an R rating because it could have went super gory with it.
Yeah, they could have, but I think they were at that line just fine.
Yeah, and I love Samuel L. Jackson in a movie.
He's always good. Yeah.
He's always good. I love this character. It's pretty hilarious. Watching him be a computer IT guy.
Yeah. Okay, that's
Oh
really
yeah,
cool.
I
But I mean, they
guess.
did a good job with it. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your number 3?
Yeah. So my next one, going back a little further than 30 years ago, and usually I don't like child actors in movies, but this one I feel like really stood out. It was The Cowboys with John Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A lot of child actors, but it fit the story. They did a good job. Um, there was a lot of emotional payoff at the end, and one of the best prayer scenes in a movie ever.
The prayer scene. I'm trying to think because I really like that movie. Also, it's probably in like my top 25 movies for
Okay.
sure. I was trying to I almost put some John Wayne movies on there, but I was thinking about the Cowboys and True Grit.
Uh huh.
Oddly enough, um, those are the few movies where John Wayne actually dies in the movie.
Right.
He very rarely dies, and the Cowboys, True Grit, both dies in that.
Yeah.
Um,
So the greatest prayer scene is when Jebediah, the cook, is
mhm,
about to be lynched, be hung by all the people,
mhm.
and he says a prayer, and they actually have it right here listed on IMDb. So it says, "I regret trifling with married women. I'm thoroughly ashamed at cheating at cards. I deplore my occasional departures from the truth. Forgive me for taking your name in vain. My Saturday drunkenness, my Sunday sloth, and above all, kill me for the men I've or forgive me for the men I've killed in anger, and those I'm about to."
And those I'm about to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I
Yeah,
remember now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a good prayer.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. When did that come out? 72. So
72, a
yeah,
long time ago.
long time ago. And uh, I don't know. It is a really great movie.
Hmm.
Same
Yeah, I mean,
thing
it's
with like.
just a manly guy who needs help, who's passing on knowledge and wisdom to a younger generation,
Mhm.
and just it didn't candy coat things. It was, hey, life is hard. Being a rancher, being a
Yeah.
cattle driver. Here's what you have to do to survive.
Yep.
And yeah, and then the end where John Wayne doesn't make it, like that, really hits you in the feels.
Oh yeah. And then they finish the mission,
Yeah, finish the
right?
cattle drive and then buy him a nice headstone.
Yeah. So it's he was instilling in them something bigger than themselves.
Right.
And um yeah, I mean same thing with child actors. It's always like I don't I don't know, but this movie is like it's all I mean there's what 10 kids? I don't remember how many
I
there
think that's
were.
right.
About 10.
Yeah, there were like 8 to 10. I forget the exact number.
Yeah, and they were I don't know actually how old the actors were, but I think in the film they were preteens. I
I
think
think
maybe
one
if
of them may have been like 16,
yeah, one of them may have been like yeah, mid-teens, but I think most of them
but
were
most of them were 14 to 8 or
early.
9.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. Which is crazy to think about nowadays.
Yeah.
Sending a group of 9 to 15-year-olds across the wilderness on
Mhm.
horses,
Yeah.
wrangling cattle for weeks on end
Yep.
with two adults who aren't really keeping an eye on them. They're work supervisors basically. They're
Right.
taking
Yeah.
care of them, but they're not babying them.
Right.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, John Wayne's one of my favorite actors, so um, great choice. Great choice.
I thought so. So, what's the next one you have?
Um, you stole mine. um, all right, I'll do that. So next on my list is Die Hard.
Okay, the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
All right.
Um, 1988, the first in I think they've made 5 or 6 now, but
Yeah.
Bruce Willis
Not
as
quite as
John
many as
McClane.
Fast and Furious, but it's getting close.
Oh no, well they're not gonna make any more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, um,
Yeah, Bruce Willis as John McClane.
yep. Alan Rickman, Hans Gruber, one of the iconic bad guys
Mm-hmm.
in cinema. Um, Reginald Vell Johnson, the cop
Yeah.
who goes on to be a cop on TV for many years in
Yep.
Family Matters.
Was Family Matters before or after that show?
Right after.
Was it? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like right after that is when
Okay.
it started. Um, Maybe not right after. I don't know. Where the heck is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, Family Matters started in '89.
Okay.
It's also probably the reason why it gets number two is because it's probably my favorite Christmas movie,
Okay.
which is pretty controversial for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't watched it in years, and I always was on the other side of the debate that it was not a Christmas movie. And then I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I rewatched it and I was like, nope, this is a Christmas movie. I completely had that wrong.
I know you did. So do a lot
Yeah.
of people out there. Oh well. Yeah, it's just an iconic action movie. Um, I don't
Yeah,
know.
just a
Bruce,
cop
one of
mixed
Bruce
up
Willis
in,
is when he's at his best.
yeah. And it's such a simple story, too. Just, hey, guy's going to see his wife,
It,
just normal everyday cop, and gets stuck in a situation where he's got to take care of things. It's
yeah,
nice to see, like, men, masculine men, take charge and handle things when they need to be handled.
right. Yeah, he wasn't. Even though he was a cop and he had, you know, he was a cop, but he wasn't like he was military trained or where he'd, been in war, so he was used to killing a whole bunch of people. He was like, I'm a cop, but I've got to take care of the situation because they're going to kill a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm going to step up and do it. And he, did what was required of him barefoot.
Yep. Exactly. Barefoot.
He's
Oh,
running around a building barefoot in a tank top, killing a bunch of terrorists.
yep.
It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. So yeah, so my next one is from 92. It is My Cousin Vinny. One of
Okay.
the funniest comedy that has ever been made.
The funniest?
The
That's
funniest comedy ever.
that's pretty big claim there, sir.
It is. It is objectively funny.
I mean, I'm not
And
saying it's not funny, but saying it's the best comedy ever made.
it is the best comedy ever made.
That's a high claim.
Name one that's better than My Cousin Vinny. You can't do it because it doesn't exist.
Tropic
But yeah,
Thunder.
so, huh? What did you say?
Tropic Thunder.
No, that's nowhere near as funny as My Cousin Vinny.
Liar, liar.
Not as funny.
All right. I'm just naming funny comedies.
Okay. But yeah, so it's got Joe Pesci as the main character. Marissa Tomei is his fiance, and you had Ralph Macchio as one of the kids who gets falsely accused of killing someone. Yeah, and it's just hilarious because Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei's characters are New Yorkers, like stereotypical New Yorkers,
Mm-hmm.
and they go down to what state was it in? I don't remember if it was like Arkansas or Louisiana.
Alabama.
Alabama, that one. But yeah, just seeing them interact with people in the South and the way they handled themselves, and yeah, it's just hilarious.
I have never seen the entirety of My Cousin Vinny.
Are you serious? I
Yeah.
don't even know how we're friends anymore.
I have seen parts of it. I can't even say that I've seen half of it.
Well, now we're gonna have to watch it and review it.
Nah, I think we're okay.
No, we are watching it and reviewing it. And if you guys out in the comments agree, make sure to say so down below.
If anyone agrees, if anybody leaves a comment that says we need to review My Cousin Vinny, I'll do it. One. I'll do
Okay,
it.
great.
Uh,
All right, so let's move on to your top spot. Or we may have just lost him. Okay.
are
Hey,
we
are you
back?
back?
I guess.
Okay.
Did I leave?
You froze up for a little while.
Oh, the camera. Both your camera went away first, and then mine went away.
Huh, interesting. Okay.
That was strange.
But yeah, so moving on to your number one spot.
Number one spot, the 1999 amazing movie, The Matrix.
Okay.
It's got to be. I hate saying something is my favorite because there's thousands of movies, right? But The Matrix is probably got to be my favorite movie
Okay.
of all
Yeah, I
time.
mean, it's a solid movie. It's good.
Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, Hugo Weaving. The list goes on.
Yeah. And
It's
it definitely had a 90s vibe to it. Like everybody dressed in, or mostly everybody dressed in black. A lot of computer talk.
right. It was kind of like when the internet world was taking off and computers were kind of taking off. Um, it the cinematography kind of changed the way films or certain the way scenes were shot. They had to like invent things to make shots in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um, bullet time, all that stuff. Like they had to create all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess because like that age range for me when it first came out, and computers, guns, violence, you know, superpowers, sort of. I
Sort
guess,
of, yeah. That's fair.
um, but not. I don't know. Not really superpowers because realistically, anyone who was inside the Matrix but unplugged could have done those things to some extent.
To some extent, yeah.
So I don't know. It's a really good story. Basically, um, I don't know. There's so much. I don't want to just talk about the whole movie because there's just so much to talk about. It. I think it changed a lot of the way people thought about things. It
Okay.
kind of doesn't age well because of the technology.
I mean, I still enjoy it,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, it
So
definitely hit at
yeah,
the right time.
yeah. It was the right time, right place, and um, it was like pre Y2K, so like people had that on their minds too, like because
Yeah.
everybody thought Y2K, oh
All the computers are gonna shut down and
all the
we're
computers
all
are gonna shut down.
gonna be
So
thrown back to the Middle Ages. Yeah.
right, So I think, and all the cool special effects they did, it's good stuff. And not, the red pill, blue pill,
Mm-hmm.
that stuff that became part of the
Lexicon of today. Yeah.
yeah. And I think it I think the movie impacted a lot of 90s kids, early 2000s kids in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, like, people watching it for the first time now, as a teenager or something, it it completely doesn't make sense.
Okay.
They're in a completely different world than we were then. The technology is weird.
Mm-hmm.
People are still using payphones and
Yeah.
wired phones and dial-up internet. But
Yep.
yeah, so it's good stuff.
Yep. Solid choice. I like it.
Yours? Go on.
Oh, mine. Yeah. So my number one, which has been my favorite movie for as long as I can remember since I was a kid.
Oh, let me guess.
Anyway, yeah, you know what it is. It is a musical. It is called The Sound of Music from 1965,
Oh, what
starring
does it sound like?
starring Julie Andrews and Christopher Plummer. Nobody wants to hear me sing any of the songs from it. But yeah, like this, I think this is the best movie that's ever been made. The score, the music that's in it, the storyline. You've got romance, you've got deceit, you've got um, heartbreak, all kinds of stuff, and like I said, just fantastic music. And I think that's a thing that a lot of directors or editors don't realize is how much music and a soundtrack can affect a movie.
Yeah.
Like I think James Gunn gets it from his Guardians movies, but a lot of time there's just generic music in movies, and it's not it's nothing that elevates the story.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's kind of gone by the wayside a little bit, where they just pick random songs now and just plug them in where it seems
Hmm.
like it fits. Um, yeah, the music definitely plays a huge part in understanding and getting the meaning
Hmm.
of a scene
Yeah.
or a movie in its entirety.
Yep.
Also, I've never seen anything from The Sound of Music.
Have you not? Wow.
I
It
mean,
is a very long movie. It's almost 3 hours long.
it's not like I've never watched a 3 hour long movie before, but
Yeah.
it's what when it came out 65. Yeah,
65.
if it's older than the 70s, it's a western that I'm watching.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't never seen it.
And it's got Nazis in it as bad guys. Like
It's
actual
not
German
season
Nazis.
it.
Yeah.
What?
It's got bad guy Nazis. They're in Austria. So it takes place right around the time that Nazis are rising to power.
The movie is set in Austria.
Yes.
Okay,
That's what it
I
just
don't
said.
know.
Okay.
Never seen it. Never ever seen it.
Okay. You should watch it because it's good.
So, what is The Sound of Music?
It's a movie, Brandon. I don't know what was so difficult to understand about that, but
Just
okay.
being dumb. All right. Well, I mean, it's a classic movie that you know I always get a hard time when people find out I haven't seen it. So probably not going to watch it.
Okay.
My bad.
Uh huh.
Maybe one day. Maybe. we'll see what happens. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our list.
Yep, that is all of some of our top 5 favorite movies.
Yep.
So yeah, if you guys made it this far, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, leave comments down below on what you thought about our lists, some of your favorite movies, and be sure to mention that you want Brandon to watch. No, you don't want to watch My Cousin Vinny. Anyway, make sure to leave comments down below so that he has to watch it and we can review it together.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Also, check us out on Rumble and YouTube. Subscribe for new videos every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday. And am I forgetting anything?
No, that's pretty much it.
Cool. I guess Mondays we do movie reviews, and Thursdays we do a series review, or we talk about this kind of stuff. And Sundays is usually a no spoilers review of the Monday review. So leave us some comments about what movies you would like to see us review or shows you would like to see us review, and maybe we'll do that. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Later.